Goals for 2020. Let's go. But before we start, make sure to tell me in the comments what your goal is for this year. So I set some goals for 2020 and I put them on the Trello app because I think it's handy to work with. My first two goals are to reach 1000 subscribers, but that's obviously gonna happen at some point this year. So the next goal is 1500 subscribers, and I know that I can set that goal higher, but I don't want to put too much focus on the amount of subscribers I have. I want to focus on improving my content for you guys and some other stuff. The way I set my goals is I have one goal, and then in that goal there are different sub goals that will help me achieve that bigger goal. So for reaching 1500 subscribers, I'm gonna focus more on doing collabs. I've had a few people in the past that were as kind to want to collab with me, and I have been pushing these collabs to the side because I'm scared because I never think it's good enough. So I really want to finish those collabs and not disappoint those people. And also collabs are a lot of fun, so I don't know why I'm always trying to procrastinate on that. So collabs is one of the goals this year. Okay, so honesty first. I'm guilty of sort of spamming my videos, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but there are groups with covers and I will share my covers there. But to me that's still sort of spam because I leave those clips there and then I go, and I don't want to do that. I want to make useful tutorials. I'm already making tutorials, but I want to put more value in them. I don't feel like they're good enough. So I want to make useful tutorials and share them with people that might actually benefit from it, and helping more people in general. Another thing I want to do is I want to create something fun for you guys. Like a weekly challenge, for example, where 1 week I post a song every day, and maybe letting you guys participate in that, having you write your own song. I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but I have some fun ideas in my head for that, so we'll see. I've shared some behind the scenes videos before, and I think they're way too long, which makes it not always that interesting for you. So I want to put a smaller version of that on YouTube, and then have, for example, the full version on Patreon for those who want that. I'm trying to go not too number focused because that's what I did last year, and I didn't really like that video.
I want to reach this number, I want to reach that number.
It has no value to whoever's watching. This one says that I want to improve my retention, because my retention is horrible. I know it's a numbers goal, but that's how I can measure it. But what I actually want to do is make the content more interesting, starting to record B-roll as well. It's something I'm experimenting with, and I think it's working out so far, what I've recorded. I already recorded some B-roll of my piano, and then I need to record some of my Voice Live 3, my guitar, and interesting things in general. I was considering to once a month do a stream where we discuss one topic, for example how to write lyrics, and we dedicate that stream to that topic. Or I could do a songwriting stream where I just write a song live every month. Or I could do the topic every month consistently, and then do these songwriting streams whenever I'm inspired to do so. So I don't know, please let me know in the comments what you would like to see, because I really appreciate that. My next goal is that once and for all I want to beat my procrastination, because that really annoys me. It gets to me. It makes YouTube more of an obligation and more something like, oh, I have to hurry, I have to get this done. If I would be 1 month ahead of my schedule, then I could spend more time on important things like SEO, making content that's fun. And what I want to do is batch a bunch of videos, edit them, be 1 month ahead of my schedule, and then being able to film a video whenever I feel like it. But the thing is, I usually have to edit Monday evening to put it out at night, so it's chaotic. It's not good. And then if anything goes wrong, I cannot upload my video, so that needs to go. So the way I'm gonna do that is to actually track where my time is going right now. I've been doing that for the past few months, and tracking your time is eye-opening, because the time you waste on stupid little things, it's crazy. If I say that I track my time, I track my time. Every minute on the calendar is filled up with something. If I go down a rabbit hole on YouTube, that's on my calendar. If someone asks me to help them with something, it goes on my calendar. because that way I know, do I waste time or am I actually being productive? So that's really important to me. And then I want to make a schedule. For example, every Wednesday I added 3 hours, just an example. I want to block out time consistently every week where I say this day, so many hours I spend solely on editing. So then I have some personal goals, which is that I want to play instruments again, because now whenever I write a song, I write it completely using nothing but GarageBand. I don't play my piano anymore, I don't play my guitar anymore, and I don't necessarily want to know how to play those to record stuff. There's a difference between making a song solely using a computer or really playing an instrument, and I kind of miss that. Not only do I want to play them again, I want to learn more. Like with guitars, it annoys me so much that I can only strum chords or go like this a bit, but I can't combine them. I have no special strumming patterns, so I want to change that. So that's another thing I want to block out on my calendar. Like each week have some time where I say, okay, just like I'm going to college, I block this time out where I'm going to school, where I just basically, for example, go on Skillshare, go on YouTube and learn these things. My next goal is that I want to finish reading Tube Ritual, and I've started in 2017, then I started again in 2018, so we'll see how it goes this year. I don't know why I can't get myself to finish it, because it's a book that everyone recommends and it's really interesting, to be honest, but I keep procrastinating on it. I'm not a reader. That's the dumbest excuse ever. I hate making excuses for myself. I don't like it, I don't want it, I'm gonna read it. Okay, so last year's goal was to post 10 songs on YouTube. I posted 11, so let's make that 20 this year. I spent a lot of time this year writing song after song. I wrote a bunch of songs this year that you haven't heard yet, and I want to batch a day where I re-record a ton of them. I will probably have to batch a few days for that. I'm looking there because I have this whiteboard. Actually, let me show you. This is my whiteboard and my ugly as handwriting. So in case you can't read the whiteboard, what it says is to re-record the collab Ashes and Dust that I'm doing with Magic Jones. Firestarter needs to be re-recorded as well. Socially Awkward, Illusion or Thunder, whatever the title is gonna be. Shattered, What If I'm Right, Uncuffed, Can I Be Me? And then things I need to start recording is Men Like You, Big Yellow Taxi, not an original song, Suffer, Rebound, Unusual, Soar Inside, See Through, Band-Aid I already put out, and Can't Stand to Be Lonely. And then Last I See is pretty much finished, but I need to make a video on that. And I'm also waiting for another collab for a video. Talking to you, Beanie. Just kidding, poor Beanie. Anyway, in general, I want to take more time for YouTube, for a live stream, to film, to edit, to learn, and to look at other channels and see like what are they doing that I can improve on, what am I doing okay, what am I doing well enough. Also guys, I have a question for you, and it's a really weird question, but how would you describe my music? So if you had to label it as a certain genre, what would you pick? I know it's probably pop, but what subgenre of pop music? Normal musicians are like, don't label me, I'm unique. I'm like, please label me, I don't know what I am. I had also written down as a goal that I need to find my why, but then I thought I already know what my why is. It's a lot though. I've written down, I want to impact people's life, writing songs that lend a voice to people who feel like they don't have one in their current situation, writing songs about fun topics, as well as stuff that matters, mostly taboo subjects like domestic violence, bullying, depression, and suicide. At the very least, I want to let others know that they are not alone in what they're going through. But I also want to spark a conversation, either with me or aspiring people to where they get the courage to talk about it with others. And I actually had that happen to me before, where I posted a certain song about a dark topic, and then someone wrote a comment that made me just like, it was so open and brave that I felt pretty good, because my song opened like a tiny door. It just made me kind of speechless that in a way my song helped them to do that. and gave them a place to discuss something like that. Of course, I know people are gonna listen to my music. To actually take that step and comment something from their own experience is, I don't know, that's really brave to me. And wow, I don't know what to say. Something else I wrote was, I want to build a community of beginning and aspiring songwriters. Teach people how to go from an emotion to a song. Build not just a fan base, but a mutual connection where I can have a chat with the people who are willing to spend time with me on my channel. So if you want to know how I set my goals and how I plan them throughout the year with like little goals to accomplish, let me know. But if you don't, I'm not gonna make that video because I want to make something that interests you. If not, that's completely fine too. Please let me know, do you like these kind of videos where I set goals or go over last year's goals? If not, that's completely fine, but please let me know so I know what kind of videos you want. And if you have any other suggestions on content you want me to do, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe. Songwriting tutorials, original songs. Peace. I want to block out time I want to block out time consistently. Come on, girl.